welcome back. So today I wanted to show you how to work with fresh roux. I want to show you how to easily remove jinxes that have been lingering on you, and I'm going to show you what candles and oils you can blend together to help break free of everything that you've been dealing with when it comes to heavy, strong jinxes and hexes that have been placed on you. So this is fresh roux. You're going to need some really, really fresh roux. Anytime you need a really strong bath, I would recommend that you get some really fresh herbs. Whenever I make my cleansing baths, my reversing, my jinx breakers, all of my baths, I use fresh herbs. You want the fresh herbs, you want to pray over them, you want that scent, so you need that freshness. You're also going to need a roux candle, any kind of roux candle, or you can use a green candle. And for my roux candle, what I did was I placed some of Cast Off Evil and Jinx Breaker oil inside of there, and I placed the fresh roux right on top. Anytime you're going to be working a 7, 9, or even a 14-day or even a pull-out candle, you want to make sure that you dress it ahead of time. So at least a week ahead of time, so it can give you more than enough time to prep, get your herbs, your baths, your powders, and your fresh items together. Alongside that, you're going to also place your petition underneath of the glass plate. So you're going to need a candle plate, which is really actually the better thing to do than just using bowls and things that you eat out of in your house. You want to be respectful to your spirits. You want to be respectful to your spells and the spiritual items that you're using. So the Dollar Tree has many different types of plates and different things that you can use specific for your items. So I would recommend that 100%. So when you want to break a jinx, first thing you need to do is figure out if you have been jinxed. So a reading is number one. And number two, after you found out everything, start gathering your items. So roux candle, fresh roux herbs. You're going to need, this is my cross candle, and this is my reversing candle. So I'll tell you exactly what to do. So depending on what type of, jinx you have on you, and or if you have the evil eye and you have heavy energy just flowing in between you on a consistent basis after you find out, yes, it is a jinx placed upon you, you want to remove that. And on top of removing it, you want to break it. A lot of times people, they say, oh, I'm going to remove it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take a bath, but they don't necessarily stop it from happening. They don't break it. And that is key to working anything that you're going to remove off of you. You want to break it off. You want to make sure that you stop it 100%. So you'll take one of my cross candles. You'll dress this with Cast Off Evil, and you'll dress it with Jinx Breaker, and you will light 3 of them right around your Ruda candle. Ruda is in Spanish. It's roux. It's the same thing, right? So alongside that, I want you to take some agrimony, and I want you to burn that on some charcoal. Small charcoal, any size charcoal that you have. You want to burn the incense along with the cross candle and the ruler candle at the same time, alongside adding in some saltpeter. Saltpeter is good for breaking down things. So if I recommend saltpeter to you, is for you to put in your cleansing, your uncrossings, jinx breakers, to cast off evil. It is great to removing evil, and I'll make sure I do a small video on saltpeter to break down exactly what you can do with saltpeter. It should be used in spells where you want to really break something off. I want you to add a little bit of camphor to that agrimony that you're going to burn on the charcoal as well. So you have your incense packed down, you have your 7-day candle, you have your fresh herbs, you know the petition of what to do. I have a video on how to write petitions. You can follow through with that to write it. And if not, you want to write down something simple to break, to remove, to cast off, and end this jinx that has been lingering and hindering my mind, body, and soul. Write your name, your date of birth, add your photo, add the fresh herbs. You want those herbs at their freshest. They should be kept in your refrigerator. And you want to reverse it off at the same time. So the black and red candle, the black is for the enemy and the red is for you to restore. So you're going to need a mirror, or you can use aluminum foil. You're going to dress this with reversing herbs and my reversing oil. And you're going to place that right to the right of the ruler candle, and the 3 cross candles are going to be encircling it. You're going to work a heavy ritual. You can't just light a candle and expect everything to remove itself. Every day you're going to pray. Every day you're going to light that incense. That incense is going to, that Incense is going to entail your charcoal, which is going to have your agrimony. You're going to crush up some camphor, and then you're going to sprinkle a little bit of saltpeter inside of this candle around the circle ones. You're going to also add it into your baths. So you're breaking down, you're removing, you're stopping, you're reversing, you're doing like a full throttle breakthrough to remove this jinx that's been lingering on you. So cast off evil oil, reversing oil, jinx breaker oil. You can also use devil begone oil. And while working this as well, I want you to take a bath for 7 days. Yes, you want to make sure every single day for the next 7 days that you are going to be doing this. This candle is going to burn for maybe 9 days, 10 days. It's 7 and 9 day candles don't necessarily burn within the time frame that it says. I've seen 7 days burn for 12 days. I've seen 9 days burn for 15. I've seen 14 days burn for 30 days. So it all depends on the energy that you have. And if you're working this on someone, yes, you can work on behalf of someone. Do exactly as I tell you and use their information and create a fresh bath. You want the freshest herbs that you can get. I sell fresh herbs at my site. If there's a situation in which you need a specific herb and you need it within a time frame, you need to make sure you message me ahead of time. I want you all to understand, when I work at my shop, I get more orders than I can fulfill within a week. More orders than I can fulfill actually within a month's time frame. So I'm constantly getting orders. I'm constantly doing my readings, my services, consultations. I'm setting lights. I'm hand making all my oils, candles, powders, every single thing. So if you order 1 week, you're going to have to wait. So what I ask you for is patience. It's going to take sometimes 2 weeks. It could take 3 weeks. It all depends. I could have 200 orders before I get to your order. So I always tell you, don't wait till the last minute. Order ahead of time. You know, I just wanted to give, for those of you that are new, just a bit of information on how things work. And every time you order from me, you get an email that explains to you exactly how things happen. So if you need fresh herbs, fresh roots, baths, anything in which you need, make sure that you message me ahead of time and don't wait till the last minute, because I do have many other things that I schedule and many other people that are waiting for their services and rituals to be done as well. So patience is always virtue. Besides that, I've explained every single thing that you need to break this jinx, to remove this jinx. If you have a lot of evil eye going, what you can do, you can take the fresh herbs and place them by your door. You'll tie them at each corner, and you're going to place a white cross in the middle, a white cross just like this. And you're going to place protection oil on this, along with my protection herbs. Anything that I have, like protection herbs, reversing, cleansing, they're all mixed together. So you don't have to go through the hassle of blending a bunch of herbs together. I put them together for you, which is much easier for you, especially if you're a beginner, or even if you're not a beginner, you're not familiar with a lot of the herbs and different things like that spiritually in hoodoo. Then you come to me and you tell me, this is what I want. Fill out the consultation form at my website. This is what I need, magic. Okay? Let the fresh root dry up at the corners of each store, and you're going to light this cross candle. You're going to light it and snuff it out. You're going to light it for 10 minutes before you go to bed. Snuff it every single day until it is done, to remove any evil eye that has been coming towards you, even from friends, from family. And then after that, I want you to take the magic wash, and I want you to wash out your whole house. Place some anil and a whole camphor square inside of there in hot water. When the water cools down a bit, mop your house from the back of your house to the front. You're going to take that water and you're going to throw it. You can put it in a bottle of water, the small bottle of water. Walk to a crossroads if you can, and you're going to throw it. A crossroads is a road that is crossed. There's 4 different exits, 4 different ways you can go. So it looks like a cross. You pour it you can pour it at the side of the street or the middle. Anytime you dispose anything, you leave it in. If it's a bath, you want to pour that out. But if it's like an item, like say ammonia jars, destruction jars, breakup jars, you want to displace that not in the middle of the road, but actually at either a corner of the crossroads. And if it is an abandoned building, perfect. If it is abandoned road or street, perfect. Don't ever dispose anything and throw it in the middle. And anytime you dispose something, keep it in the bag. Don't open it and throw it out. Okay? Make sure that you're disposing it well. Make sure that you're also wearing the protection bracelets. When I do protection bracelets for you, I pray over them for a certain amount of days. 7 days, 14 days, depending on exactly what you're dealing with. and I pray over them. I say your name. It's a small ritual I do, and I make sure that your bracelets are heavy connected with energy, so that when you do use them, you have that full placed energy of protection all among you. And your protection bracelets should also go on your left hand. Okay, all the time, all the time, all the time. Left hand, left hand, left hand. So I've given you a few different ways on how you can work a ritual. The candles, all these candles are sold at my shop. So anything that you need, handmade, blended, customized, you can come to the Magic Den. My website is below. How to contact me is below. My Instagram is below. And you'll find photos and everything on my Instagram, my Facebook, and or my website. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed.